Oh, hey, this is Mark, and this is another episode of the ADD Show. We talk about a bunch of different topics. Right now, we're talking about Donald Trump. I was hoping not to do any more episodes, but there's so much stuff going on with Donald Trump until the inauguration. So, let's dive into some of the topics. 1. Trump today went down to the Alamo, and before he stopped, did a mini little press conference. He took no responsibility for the insurrection. He said, oh, well, the Democrats trying to do impeachment, that's the issue. Oh, really? Okay. Well, the reason they want to impeach you again is because of the insurrection. Now, it's pretty obvious the times before that he was conspiring with Ukraine when he was on the call. Pretty much know that in 16 there was election fraud. Everything is confirmed. But here's the sad part about it. He won't let that go because he knows when he's out of office, he's going down. I mean, he is hitting rock bottom. His companies will go under. He doesn't have any money. And now, if they go through the impeachment and he can never run again, there goes all his fundraising scam. So, he's screwed. And you know what? It's awesome. I can't wait. But until then, we have some real problems. Because these MAGA morons, well, they still believe him. Recently, we saw all these videos of Congress and senators being attacked at airports or anywhere by these people. Now we hear the FBI saying that all state capitals are a target. So when you take a bunch of these people with the guns and they're crazy, who knows what they're capable of? Especially if their Fuhrer is pushing all this nonsense, right? So that's the problem. Now, what we need to do is look, how did we get here? So if you've been following me ever since Trump thought about running for office in 2015, I was against him. So we need to go back and look, why did so many people vote for him? Now you hear these Republicans in Congress saying, oh no, we shouldn't impeach. We should try to heal the country. You know what? Screw you. We ain't healing nothing until we get a reckoning. And that's what I'm saying. We need those people, the same politicians who caused the death and destruction of this country, to come out and say what they did was wrong. Until that happens, screw you. There is no healing. You're gone. I think we should remove Hawley, Cruz, the 140 congressmen who signed on to this bullshit, because what you guys did was so destructive. I studied history, and throughout all of history, if you look at all the countries, they all fell apart, right? All the empires and all the big countries, eventually they couldn't maintain. And we are so close to that happening to us and sliding into a autocracy. So, if you guys are against this, guess what? You need to come out and you need to specifically apologize for all the bullshit that you caused. Until that, we're not taking you back. And that goes for friends, family, anybody. I pointed all this stuff out. People laughed at me. Ha ha ha. You're being too dramatic. Guess what? Anybody with half a brain knows this was going to happen. So, and I'm not letting some of the liberals off too. Because in 16, I was a Bernie guy and I voted for Hillary, and I was thrown out of a ton of different liberal groups. Guess what? I was right. You're wrong. And you need to figure that out. I argued with Jill Stein people. And actually had Jill Stein's manager. I said that she was a schemer and a scammer. And we should do a deep dive into that because there was some association. Putin, she was caught in Russia at a table. Her and Michael Flynn. So we need to go all the way back to the root and see where all this disinformation started. That's the key. And we need to stop it. And we need to figure out where it came from. And we need to re-educate these people. We have people who don't know Anything. We have Tubby Tuberville who doesn't even know 3 branches of government. He should not be a senator. So if he doesn't know and he's a senator, imagine some of these idiots who follow this. We saw them. They took to Trump's actions and attacked, beat up people, killed people. And they're not ready to stop. Simple rule. I saw something going around saying, hey, if there's Nazis on one side and you're marching with Nazis, you're on the wrong side. I was watching Chris Cuomo yesterday, and the lawyers, you know, the guy with the long hair holding the Nancy Pelosi podium, walking through with a big smile on his face, and the lawyers were saying, oh, that's not really him. He's not really that guy. He's a nice guy. He's got a family. Yeah, dude. If you go to a speech and they're saying we need to act violently, and then you go to the place where he wanted violent actions to occur, yeah, you're not a good person. You're on the wrong side. So that shit doesn't happen. That doesn't work out. You can't just then weasel out of it and, oh, I'm sorry, you just happened to wander in the Capitol. Oh, yeah? Just happened to wander in the Capitol? You know you shouldn't be there. You know that's a huge crime. And you got caught. And guess what? You're going away for a long time. So I don't care what kind of lawyers you have. You done messed up. And now you're going to pay. And when everybody pays and everybody then takes a knee and says, hey, I was wrong, boom, come on back. But that ain't going to happen. Why? There's too much at stake for them. There's power, there's ego, and there's money. I just saw today where McConnell, he's for the impeachment. Well, let's see if that actually goes down. But if it does, good for him. I think people are tired of him. But the problem is the base, that crazy base. What happens when you take people with guns, who are poorly educated, who are racist, and have grievances? Who knows? But that's the scary part. And what we need to do is we need to figure out how someone was indoctrinated. And what are the causes? And why did they just get so attracted to this? And that is the issue that we need to be facing. Otherwise, the democracy is finished. You can't have half the country trying to tear down the democracy just because they don't like the results. I heard people screaming one of these videos from the airport that Biden's some sort of pedophile. Well, who knows what other nonsense. And that's the problem, that these people are out there delusional. Kevin McCarthy, you suck. You're a terrible person. And you gotta stand up. Right now, this is your shining moment. Trump's in office for just a few more days, a little over a week. You need to stand up and push back. You need to come out hardcore. You don't need to cry about your fucking Twitter. All I hear about is, oh, I lost Twitter follower. Who gives a damn about your Twitter follower? First of all, Twitter, that's a private company, and you guys didn't follow the rules. I was banned by Twitter twice for saying simple things against Trump and Trump Jr. for posting videos, comedy videos that made fun of those idiots. So if you guys are inciting violence and pushing bullshit, conspiracy theories, you don't get to play on that. Oh, they took away your Parler. Who cares? You guys try to take away our country. If you lost your Parler, I don't give a damn. Okay? Too bad. Stop crying. And all you people who are, they dragged me off the plane. Good. They dragged you off the plane. Some of them down by their feet across. Great. They tar and feather you. We got nothing but shame. You embarrass yourself. Look back on it. Years from now, do you want to be a part of an insurrection, or do you want to be part of a democracy? All right, Congress and senators, it's up to you now. You want to be welcomed back to civilized society? You know what to do. Take it. Say you were wrong. You found this false prophecy. And just like all the other cult leaders, all of them, they all fall. So, what are you going to do? Ball is in your court. All right, guys, it's another episode of the ADD Show. I'm Mark Gordon. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.